1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon, or morning, or evening, depending on where you are on the planet Earth. I am Bruce Leonard. Of course, it is Monday, August the 3rd. Thank you for tuning in to another hour of Bruce Leonard Leans Left while it's still legal. It's still legal today, and they dropped the case, as I told you before. Predict the future again here on this show. This seems to happen a lot. Hey, Julia. They dropped the reflecting pool vandalism case against the man because, as we all know, there was no fucking vandalism. It's like, here's the official statement of Janine Pirro. I'm sure that you know who she is. The United States Attorney for the District of Washington, D.C. Said, almost immediately after work was initially completed, peeling was observed along the pool perimeter. The NPS engineer's June 11, 2026 email stated that the cause of the damage was contractor error via overspray. That the peeled lining would not float, and that the peeling would not impact the strength of the liner. The engineer's report also suggested removing the liner at the perimeter would have had no negative impact on the economic value of the liner. Moreover, the July 20, 2026 inspection by contractors confirmed that overspray and delamination had occurred, again pointing to contractor error. Finally, a recent visual inspection showed damage throughout the reflecting pool, even in the middle of the pool, where a vandal would not likely attempt to peel the lining. Given all this newly discovered information, it is difficult to attribute the widespread damage to the reflecting pool to vandalism, let alone to establish that fact beyond a reasonable doubt. For all these reasons, the government, in the exercise of its prosecutorial discretion, respectfully requests that the indictment be dismissed without prejudice. Now, how did they get this indictment? Because obviously they didn't have any evidence. And coincidentally, his lawyers asked them for the grand jury transcripts right before they dropped this case, because the grand jury transcripts would show that they lied to the grand jury. They cooked up this case out of nothing because nothing happened. Okay, now here's the funny part. Julia says you can't just go around accusing innocent people, think you can get away with it. Trump just cannot take any responsibility for anything. No, exactly. But this is what I'm getting ready to tell you. Is now he's talking about he's going to fire Janine Pirro because she dropped the case. And he's still saying it was vandals. He says they have tapes. Where are these tapes? No one's seen these tapes. If they had tapes, like I said when this first happened, if they had tapes, you would have seen them. They would have showed them to you. They would be gloating all over the news. Look, here's vandals. Like, there aren't any tapes of vandals because there were no fucking vandals. It's a shit job. Period. And the government, see, now, people might wonder, why are you talking about this reflecting pool thing again? You know, and it's like, because it's much bigger than the reflecting pool. This is the government of the United States cooking up crimes that didn't happen. Bringing a felony case of 10 years in prison to an innocent person to protect Donald Trump's lies and bullshit. And to stoke his ego. Period. Point blank. And anybody that supports that can fuck right off. Because you're not a conservative. You're not a libertarian. You're not anything. You don't care about your freedom and your rights, obviously. Because this is important. This is everything. This is your freedom in a nutshell. The government of the United States cannot be allowed to lie with impunity in courts. Indict innocent people for things that never happened with no evidence whatsoever. Julia says, just like all his spurious lawsuits, no substance, all bullshit. He ends up having to drop nearly all of them when it's time for discovery. Right? Did you see what happened? He sued U.S. Bank, I think it was. He was suing them, and in the process of discovery, they produced that they cut his account off because they suspected him of money laundering. While he was the president of the United States. This come out of discovery of a lawsuit that he brought. Just like the BBC is trying to get all this January 6th stuff. Because they could prove that he knew about the violence, then his whole claim is bullshit. They defamed him somehow. Now, Noah says, my father was recently diagnosed with shingles, which is a terrible sickness that usually only affects roofs. Correct. Shingles is adult chicken pox. I found that out recently. Not recently, but a few years ago. Like, people start saying when you're older, you're getting older. Did you ever have chicken pox? It's like, yeah. If you ever had chicken pox, you can get the shingles. It's like, oh, great. There's something else to fucking worry about. But this is what you don't get. Like I said, this might seem like a trivial thing to most people because you're talking about a reflecting pool. But you're talking about the U.S. government filing a false felony charge against a person. A man who won a gold medal at the Olympics. No less. Charge him with a felony of something that never happened. What's up, Blue Apollo? 10 years in prison this guy could have got. And now, instead of just admitting that they fucked up, Trump is doubling down again and saying, no, it's vandals, and he's going to fire her. He's going to put that guy who's the D&I director right now. What's his name? Bill Pulte. He's like the chief groveling nutlicker, the most loyal fucking bitch that Trump has that will do anything, right? He'll fire Pirro, and then he'll put him there. And tell him to prosecute these cases with no evidence whatsoever. And he'll do it. They're about to confirm Todd Blanche as the Attorney General of the United States. That should chill you to the fucking bone. Julia says, my hubby had a very excruciating case of shingles less than a year before he passed. Suffered horrifically. Shingles is awful. No, I hear it's awful. And I said, I had chicken pox when I was a kid, when I was a little baby. I got it real young. It almost killed me, they said. But I had little scars all over my body for a long time. But I'm saying, I had it. It could come back. It's like a boomerang disease. It's like an acid flashback, but not a good one. It's a bad trip, It's like, you don't want to have that again. But anyway, she's going to get fired. She brought a false case for Donald Trump, right? She went on TV and swore up and down they had all this evidence that this was a vandalism. And she basically, I said, embarrassed herself on national television. Blue Apollo says, how do you even get chicken pox? I don't know. Just being around kids, it happens. Have you ever heard that? That's one of those diseases where they have parties sometimes. People have a bunch of kids or a bunch of friends that have kids, and one of the kids will get the chicken pox, and they'll be like, oh, bring your kids over, and so they can all get the chicken pox. I'm not kidding. Because it gives you whatever you call it, the herd. I guess it's like you have to get it sooner or later, so you might as well get it. You never had it, Blue Apollo? You never got chicken pox when you were a little kid? It's usually a kid's disease. It's like now the kid's disease seems to be this hoof and mouth shit. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's. I see some pictures. It looks nasty, but they're like all the people I know that have kids now. They're like, oh, they got the hoof and mouth is running through the school. You're like, well, keep the fucking kids away from me. I don't want. I don't want no hoof and mouth. What's that? Horse disease. Get out the ivermectin. See, the ivermectin might work for that. It's a horse disease. You see this? U.S. general tells the Pentagon that he lacks the forces to keep protecting Israel. Head of European Command, Alexis Grinkowicz, warned the Pentagon that he lacks the destroyers to keep intercepting missiles that are aimed at Israel. We were supposed to attack this weekend, but we didn't. Tacoed out again. Like, Julia says it's a virus. Had chickenpox as a kid, too. Strongly urge everyone over 50 who had chickenpox to get the shingles vaccine. Right? That's what they were saying. Somebody was telling me that. It's like, oh, you might want to go get that shingles shot. And I was like, what? And like, yeah, chickenpox, it comes back. It's the shingles. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Think about that. See what I mean? Like Blue Power, they'd be like everybody was an expert on viruses when it came to COVID-19. But start talking about shit like this. It's been around forever. People are like, what? What is it? It tells you that, I said the internet is, it gives you just enough cursory knowledge about something to feel like you know something about it. But you really don't know anything about it, do you? It's like, I've read 25 Facebook essays, and now I'm an expert on said topic. You know, it's like, that's not really true, is it? It's like, Julia says, I've had the vaccine. I'm 56, and after watching Rich suffer, I definitely had to get it. Yeah. Yeah. I should probably get it. I got insurance. There's no reason why I shouldn't. It's probably free. Ken says, well, actually, I was getting ready to say. So here's what was happening. So we were supposed to attack him this weekend, right? He said, we're gonna blow him up. And then on the 1st, which is 2 days ago, it's 7 something, so it's right after my show. Or no, wait, this is Monday, so I was on Friday, so it's probably Saturday, right? He's supposed to attack on the weekend. So on Saturday, he says, the USA is locked and loaded and ready to go against the Islamic Republic of Iran at levels of military terror, strength, and power not seen since World War II. Despite this, we have just been asked by Iran and other Middle Eastern countries to hold off any attack, and that the perimeters of a deal has been agreed to. Again? Okay, Blue Bomb. I never said that about you. You keep saying that. I told you I don't think you are. That's why I think you're hanging out with the wrong people. But anyway. Like, this would include the immediate, complete, and total opening of the Hormuz Strait and an end to Iran's nuclear threat. Based on this request, I have agreed for the future benefit of the world and likewise the survival of a successful and prosperous Iran to cancel the attack, subject to being able to rapidly make a deal. The country of Israel joins me in this commitment. Get to work, everybody, and get it done. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Julia says Trump's going to run out of chances to taco manipulate the stock market. Yes. Well, soon it'll be out of his hands. And like I said, that oil reserve is done. Wherever he's getting oil, I mean, say oil already went up to $100 a barrel again, and then he announced this, and it went back down to like 80 or 85. But it's like it's hovering 8,500 all the time. What's up, Golf? So sooner or later it's going to go to 100 and stay. Golf back to tell us to bomb Iran. He can't. He's running out of bombs. I just said. You just missed it. Where the guy said, we're running out. He can no longer protect Israel, he says. So I have enough destroyers and Patriot missiles to intercept if Iran started shooting at Israel. So you're running out of cards to play golf. Like I said, you can bomb them all you want. It ain't going to change the situation. I think we've already seen that. How much more you want to bomb him? He's already bombed the shit out of him. He bombed so much, he's running out of bombs. And you want him to bomb more. It's like, you better get to building some. It's like, and Iran, of course, said they don't know what he's talking about. There ain't no deal. He's full of shit. How many times are you going to fall for this shit? It's the real question. So, and the guy, like I said, it's embarrassing. The guy is out there still saying that there's vandals to cut the pool. And we all know there's no vandals to cut. He's like a 5-year-old who keeps telling you he didn't eat that cake. He ate the fucking cake. It's all over his face. It's like, he's like, I didn't eat that cake. It was radical leftists who came in here. ate all this cake. And this is the President of the United States. And people are sitting there taking it. They have to lie to you like this in your face. And he says, oh, there's a deal. How many times has he said there's a fucking deal? About 50 times now, right? And every time Iran goes, they don't know what he's talking about. Now he claims, oh, they talking to me 5 minutes ago. And now they're saying they... that they didn't? Julius says he's pushed his luck. Iran is just going to come after him directly. I'm sure they're losing patience. I don't know. I think this is what they want. Because like I said, you're approaching economic Armageddon. Everybody doesn't want to acknowledge this fact, but it's true. You know, like I said, I was already said before this show, once the Asian countries start going into a depression, it'll start fucking rippling across all the economies of the world. And as long as the strait's closed and everybody's running low on oil reserves, the price of oil is just going to keep going up. They got us right where they want us. What's up, Stuart? I mean, like I said, how could it be any better for them? Now we're down to like these guys said, well, I can't protect Israel anymore. Don't you think that's what they want? And if Israel can't shoot down all these missiles that they're shooting at them? What if Israel really starts taking damage and people start getting killed? You know, what happens then? That's what I mean. This is a Pandora's box that he opened, and it's not going to be closed easily. And people like Stewart and Golf can say, you know, all they want. Oh, the bomb! Bomb them! It's like it's not that simple. We've done this before. Unsuccessfully. Many times. Air power alone won't do anything. Unless you're willing to put 50 to 100,000 American troops on the ground inside Iran, there's no way out of this. That's going to be favorable to you. I said the cards are in their favor. Ellipsis says, I got to make money for Boeing. Plus, you shut down the 2 straits. Israel's wanting to route all the oil through them to the Mediterranean. That's the big picture. Well, yeah, maybe. But these pipes they're building, they can shoot them too with drones. Anyone can. You think that that's going to solve the fucking problem? No, I don't think so. Like, especially nowadays, a small terrorist group with drones could destroy those oil pipelines, or at least fuck them up enough that, you know, to cause ripples in the economies. It's not. This is modern warfare now. Like I said, it's more about brains. Why you keep watching today? Keep telling you. Blue Apollo says, I know you don't like him, but have you seen Dinesh making his rounds at debates? He's lost 2 debates in the last couple of days, probably more to come in the next week or two. The whole room laughs at him when he tries to do gotchas. Yeah, because he's full of shit, and he's not that smart. I don't understand how these people ascend in this realm. Dinesh D'Souza's an idiot. Ken says, the way it seems he wants to get Israel stronger. Man, maybe. Poo Poo Pan says, today's special, surgically enhanced breast of chicken with hexagonal asparagus served on an equilateral bread, a bed of finely shredded pepper sauce. Good, at least there's no lettuce, so you can't get the Trump diarrhea. Stuart, that's such a fucking bullshit line. Again, all you do is spew propaganda lines. It's very sad how you don't have like one original thought ever in your brain. I find that sad. Just on a human level. It's like, turn it off, bro. Like, sit on a park bench and find yourself. Yeah, Blue Apollo, that's what I told him. Bucky's is going to sue him for using that profile picture. You know, Bucky's is very fucking hardcore on the copyright infringement. Ellipsis says, I mean, it won't solve anything anyway. All that infrastructure is destroyed. It's not like you can push a button and turn it back on. Professor Drang and the Duran are both really good resources. Yeah. No, we were talking about that before. When they were going to turn on the thing, it could explode. These oil pumps that they damaged. It's like when they're shut off for so long that there's a possibility when you turn them back on that there could be a big explosion because of natural gas pockets and shit that fucking builds up in there. I don't know much about geo engineering, but yeah, it's not as simple as just switching it back on. Omish just says, I agree with you. I am amazed. What's your opinion of the whole merging of military tech with Israel? No, that's what I mean. For years, these conservatives, I've said that, in America, have yelled and screamed and bitched about sovereignty, and that's why they hate the UN and they don't like the International Criminal Court. But you give up your sovereignty and join your military and military technologies with another country who may or may not have your interests in mind. You know, I mean, I don't know if you know about the whole crypto deal that went on between the UAE and them, right? It turns out that the UAE wanted to buy AI computer chips from the United States. And Biden and them didn't want to sell them to them because they're real close with China. And so they were worried, well, if we give these chips to UAE, it'd be easy to get, for China to get a hold of them. And they didn't, so they weren't going to sell them to them. So when Trump got elected, the UAE pays hundreds of millions of dollars to World Liberty Financial, which is Trump Jr. and Trump's investment company that they set up, right? Then they bought $250 million worth of Trump's meme coin. And then almost like a week later, they gave him a deal to buy those chips they wanted. You telling me what? Ellipsis says, what I don't get is why we don't operate via real politics, become friends with the countries that have resources, and all of our current allies are economically useless. Because a lot of those countries are shitbag countries with dictatorships, and that's what I mean. That's what Trump's trying to do. Trump's kind of just said, well, all that fucking pretending like we're the moral police of the world or whatever is out the window. I'm a transactional dude. If you got shit we want, then that's fine with me, and I don't care if you're an asshole dictator. As a matter of fact, I wish I could be one myself. Stewart's over here fucking choking on Trump's dick again. Blue Apollo says it's not a combined military, it'd be merging our intelligence, which is basically just formal agreement what we already have to a larger extent. Yes, that's good for the world, don't you think, Blue Apollo? Let's merge the CIA and the Mossad. Neither one of which have been proven to be evil pieces of shit organizations. It's because of the CIA that we're in this shit. And Stewart talking about. No, he's the only one dumb enough. And Stewart says, I'm serious about Iran. Trump is the only president with balls big enough to confront Iran. No, he's the only one dumb enough to do it. You can talk all you want about being ballsy and being stupid. Or Julia says, even so, Blue Apollo, they're looking to secure funds from our tax dollars going to them in perpetuity, regardless of who the president is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're wanting to lock in that aid they get. Now that people are talking about cutting it off, Ellipsis says, yeah, we lost some morality police shtick when Kennedy's head got blown off when we jumped into Vietnam. Yes, but they still tried to pretend that. That we're the beacons of freedom and democracy. And it's like, come on, man. Everybody knows that's bullshit. We're imperialistic fucking assholes. So that's what we've always been. No sooner than they unshackled themselves from Britain, they turned around and started seeing who they could shackle up themselves. And that's exactly what happened. This guy, I don't know if you see that. There's a guy, what's his name? Mike Lee, I think his name is, running in Georgia against, he's running against John Ossoff, right? But his son-in-law is a white supremacist. You know this, Blue Apollo? And so he's got all these emails. He's talking about white supremacy and all these videos he was doing. And he was saying, I never heard this before. I don't know if you have, Blue Apollo, but he said, the only real Americans are if you could prove that you were related to the Puritans. Which I guess that means the original Mayflower or whatever. Which means cousin fuckers. It's like, unless you're related to the cousin fuckers, it's like, you are not a real American. Because think about that, man. How many of them there were there? Weren't that many? Came over here, right? They breed inside of their group, right? And so there wasn't that many people. It's like, sooner or later, someone's fucking their cousin. No, he's part of some group, Blue Apollo. And he's using his dad's official government account to send these messages. Blue Apollo says, there's probably so much in the background we just don't see, but I do agree with you. No one wants it. Yeah. Ellipsis says, who put the Shah in place in 56? Exactly. Oh, yeah, the CIA. Yes. Iran was a parliamentary democracy prior to that. Yes. And he wanted to nationalize the oil and use the oil money for the country. Shut up, Stuart. See what I mean? Please don't talk unless you're going to say something besides something that you, like I said, saw on Sean Hannity or something. He's a representative right now, Julia. He's running for the Senate against John Ossoff. But yeah, he's in the House. Like I said, his son was using his official House account to send these messages about and how much he hates Jews and how they said the only real Americans should be related to the Puritans. And I said that a million times. When you realize that America was founded by people who were so fucking extreme that they kicked them out of Europe. They said, why don't you fuckers go over there? Because but don't you agree, Blue Apollo? He doesn't say anything. Like that Nazi, like again, Grant Platter's gone. He's finished. He had about Andy Warhol, 5 minutes of fame, and he's gone. And so bringing that up is fucking bullshit. What about your guy here in Ohio that beat up his wife and kid? And Senator Bernie Moreno wouldn't even condemn it because they want to hold on to these seats so bad. Ellipsis says Abdul El Sayed is a really cool dude. Met him and knocked for him. That's cool. See, Stuart, you're wrong. You don't own this country, much as you might think so. Freedom of religion is enshrined in the Constitution. I wish Jimmy was here to tell you that. To tell you to fuck off. You don't like the Constitution now. After you loved it your whole life, you thought it was so great. Now, because they've told you that it doesn't matter anymore, you're going, yeah, it don't matter anymore. Fuck them. That's like, fuck all Muslims. Get them out. Freedom of religion is one of the foundations of the Constitution. I said Abdullah Sayed, he seems like a really cool guy. He's got a couple of positions that are a little bit out there for me. But you see what the other side is and you go, well, maybe that's not so bad. You haven't, Stuart. You haven't seen fucking London. Don't lie to me. You sit there and go down your black hole, your right wing internet black hole that shows you all these highly edited fucking shit. That chick was just interviewed Elon Musk. She said statistically London is safer than any city in the United States. And that's true. Statistically. And people are like, oh, shithole. So if we go out fucking west, there's plenty of cities in the United States that are shitholes. Julia says, Bruce, did you see Jake Lang get his ass kicked to get in Dearborn? No. I did not. But the truth is, like I said, that's what I mean. That's what's wrong with America. He's like, have you seen London? He's like, you've never been there. It's just like you watching Elon Musk X feed, and he's telling you all this terrible shit. Hey, Western civilization is falling apart. It's like, did you see the 50,000 people run into Spain and stay there for about 12 hours, and then they were all back? It's like, and Lipson says, not a huge fan of the DSA. Trying to repeal the Second Amendment. Only saw one source on this. Second Amendment should be for everyone to resist. No, but that's what I mean, Lipsons, about the Democratic Socialists. Some of their platform is ridiculous and stupid, and I agree with the people that say it's not productive. It doesn't help. It's like when you say, abolish all the borders and abolish prisons and get rid of police. It's like, you can't do that. Like, they should stick to the real things that they can do, like give people health care, make sure that the SNAP benefits get put back in place, and make sure that the Medicare Part D drug supplements get put back in. All these things that help people. And they should invest in infrastructure in this country. They it's not that difficult. You don't got to get all the way out here to where you're going, well, to get rid of all the prisons. Like, what are you going to do with all these criminals? You tell me there ain't no criminals? Like, there are. I mean, prisons, like I said, must get rid of the private prison industry is what they should say. Let's abolish that. Oh, I'd be down for that. I'd sign up for that tomorrow. You say, not abolish all prisons. Now, again, it might be one of those things where that's what they mean. But it's like defunding the police. It's a stupid fucking thing to say. It's a bad slogan. So I don't believe that, Stuart. You're at 32. There were 3 polls today. The 3 major polls. Donald Trump's at 34, 33, and 32. He's at the lowest place since Richard Nixon. So don't sit here and tell me that you got it all under control. The only reason that you say that is because, like I said, they're bringing out all these fucking most extreme people they can find on the left and putting them on Fox News and shit. And you still believe what Donald Trump tells you. So, like I said, well, again, your entire mode of judgment is suspect to me. Blue Apollo says, yeah, but a lot of young people are feeding into that stuff. I know a lot of the liberals my age want to abolish police and ICE and the border. Whether it's reasonable or not, that's what they want. Yeah? Well, until their parents die off, they're not going to get elected. I have a feeling that the whole system's going to come apart. The seams. I said people don't seem to realize how delicate it is, the economic balance that's going on right now, because all this money is invested in AI and the stock market. If that goes, the whole economy goes. But at the same time, we're dancing on with this oil thing. So you got to think about the energy crisis and the money collapse at the same time. It's like I said, like a double nuke going off. Economic nuke. Ellipsis says, I'll make you a deal as a libertarian. We shut down all overseas bases and all foreign funding and focus on ourselves and our healthcare, infrastructure, etc. Fuck private prisons. I agree with that to a certain extent, but I did think that foreign aid helps. Like we had a lot more people who were willing to listen to what we had to say if we were helping them rather than shitting on them, you know. Trump is all about shitting on people, you know, and as you can see, that doesn't work. I mean, it hasn't worked. It's not working. The only reason these countries are trying to talk with and help facilitate these talks with Iran is because they know more than Trump does that this is important to them. Trump doesn't care about them. Trump lives in his own mind. What the fuck are you talking about? That's one of the dumbest things. Every time I think you said the dumbest thing that's ever been uttered on this planet, you managed to top yourself. He's like, it's like, that's what the left wants, Bruce, to tear everything down that we've built in the last 250 years because of TDX. Yes, all because of Trump. But you're totally not the cult who filters every single thing through the prism of Donald Trump because that's just how attached to this guy's balls you really are. That's right. Ellipsis says, have you ever Blue Apollo says, I just picked up a 24-pack of Bush Light. Some smokes. Gonna get it done from my roommate party. All right. Sounds like a good time. You drank all 24 of them Bush Lights? That's a lot of Bush Light. Or do you just buy like Costco? Like buy your week supply at one time. Take me a week to drink 24 Bush Lights at my, at this stage of my drinking career. I drink 3 beers and I'm like, oh, buzz up. Ellipsis says, have you ever read The Fourth Turning? It's good shit. Along with anything Peter Turchin writes, Chaos, The Secret History of the 60s is great too. Yeah, no, I have not, but I will. I've heard of that guy. I just haven't read them books. Julia says, we're supposed to be the world's medics, not the world's police. Right, exactly. Blue Paw says, politics in the modern day Republican start. Well, yeah, 2015. Right. Well, maybe. It started before that. It started with the Tea Party. Mega started as, like I said, the first germs of, what do you call it? Embryo of Mega was the Tea Party. Blue Paw says, fuck yeah, I drink them all. 24 Bush Lights in one night. They wonders why he doesn't meet any women. You need to find you a girl who would drink 12 of them Bush Lights with you. But yeah, 2015 Blue Paul says, yeah, Republicans were losers for so long. They never had a guy like Trump before. Yeah, but again, it's like, to sit there, like, I was just sitting there today. Like, she threw this case out. The Justice Department basically admitted that it was a faulty work on the pool, not vandalism, and that they didn't have any proof to stick this guy with the vandalism charge. Right? And he still goes out there. He goes, no, it was vandals. Box cutters. It's embarrassing. He's not a tough guy. He's not a fucking winner. He's a fucking crybaby of the highest order. He's like an 80-year-old man who acts like a 5-year-old. And somehow people think that this is strength. Ellipsis says there's no money in helping people. Original Mega wasn't bad in the fun underground movement, the 4-channel Super Troll etc. era. But it's literally turned into W. Bush 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, but on steroids, bro. These people are way more dishonest shitbags than even George Bush, who was, and Dick Cheney, who were dishonest shitbags. Stewart says, I can drink 15 beers and 6 shots of tequila and still show up for work the next day, you fucking lightweight. See, I used to be like that. I'm telling you, I could party with the best of them. Randy French says the Fourth Reich. Yes, except for it lasted 1,000 years. This window lasts 1,000 days. 1,000-day Reich. Because it's so fucking stupid. It cannot maintain itself at this rate. There is no way. I don't think that people realize, like I said, just how precarious the situation is right now, economically. That you're staring down the barrel of a gun here. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, there's things on all sides that could go wrong at any time. Blue Paul says, that's what I'm saying, though. The Republicans had no one. Whether you like Trump or not, he carried the party on his back. Made them look somewhat cool again. It was so new. I guess. I think it's just an indication of where we're headed, where, like I said, like, fame now is the important thing. You don't have to be knowledgeable or have a history or be educated about what you're doing. If you're famous, I told you, Jillian Michaels been popping up on my feed, right? I guess Jillian Michaels has this podcast, right? And she's talking about politics and shit. And you're like, wait a minute. Aren't you the bitch that yells at fat people? It's like now all of a sudden she's an expert on world affairs. So anyway, I didn't pay much attention to it because everyone's on the internet has a podcast, right? But then I was watching, I don't even know what, I think it was MS Now. Used to be MSNBC. It's MS Now. And they're like, they were talking about something, and they're like, our guest to talk about this is Jillian Michaels. And I'm like, why are they legitimizing this? This is a person, like I said, who tortures overweight people for a living. Was kicked off television pretty much, I think, because they discovered that she was pretty much torturing these fucking people, right? And that's not even if she wasn't doing that. Her field of expertise is personal training. So why in the fuck is she on my television talking about world affairs? Because I don't give one fuck what she thinks. What are you worried about, Stuart? That you stepped in it now? You don't know how. I said, that's the real truth. You don't know how to get out of it. Ellipsis says, Julian Michaels is trash. Owen Schroyer is at least honest on the right. Both him and Alex Jones are called for impeachment. They were OG mega. No, I know, but my point is, Jillian Michaels is nothing. She's a personal trainer. The fact that anyone would listen to anything she had to say about politics or that's like it's unbelievable to me. If she had a podcast talking about how to torture overweight people into losing weight. Now I might listen to that because that's her field of expertise. But she ain't no fucking expertise in the Middle East, history of the Middle East, or what does Julian Michaels think about Iran? I don't give a fuck. How's that? That's like, I don't care. I've never been like, oh, I need some heavy advice on what's going on in the world. Let me go down to Planet Fitness and talk to the. Wonder what the personal trainer down there has to say about this war. It's like, but I'm saying is, same as that guy who was running for mayor and Pratt or whatever, Spencer Pratt. Like, the fucking guy never done anything. He just was on TV. Now they're saying, oh, he could be the LA, the mayor of Los Angeles with no experience whatsoever. Why? Because he was on TV. It's like, and that's what's wrong with this country, and that's why this country will fail eventually. Not to mention that all the universities and degrees are garbage now. You know, it's Pete Hegseth that these guys prove to you, J.D. Vance. Like, they got degrees from the highest accredited universities in this country: Harvard, Yale, Princeton. These guys are morons. They obviously didn't learn anything there. They spend all their time online getting brainwashed by clavicular masculinity videos or whatever. That's what Pete Hegseth is like. I want to get control of the military, and I'm gonna. Everybody's gonna have testosterone and hit themselves in the face with a hammer. We're gonna call them war fighters. You know, that's like, and they're all like doing an 8-ball of coke. Blue Apollo says the Heritage Foundation is Groyper occupied territory. No, didn't you see that? I saw something today that all the older Republicans are like, the Republican Party is doomed because underneath of us is just a bunch of brainwashed fucking imbeciles. I'm sure they're talking about you guys, Groypers. Ellipsis says, I check out the World Economics Forum Project 2030, same as Project 2025, but on the center-left totalitarian side. The EU-crats like Ursula von der Leyen and Klaus Schwab, both Nazi spawn. Right? Stewart says, I'm worried Trump's going to wipe Iran off the map. It's looking to it quicker than we could. This fucking Iranians better go to a compromise. What do you think? They're going to shoot nuclear weapons at him? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about, oh, you're going to wipe out a bunch of civilians? Like, is that what you want? I mean, that's not, obviously you're saying that's not what you want, but you voted for this fucking moron. There's a reason that every president in the last 40 years didn't do this. Ellipsis says literally their place. Well, their names sound like it. I'd have to study more about them because, again, you can't judge people by their parents. It's like sometimes you can't judge the kids from the parents. You know, it's like, I'm sure that Jeffrey Dahmer's parents didn't raise him to eat people. You can't say it's bad parenting. It's like, as a matter of fact, they were relatively normal from what I gather. Blue Power says, yes, even saying the word Groyper would give us too much power. That's why they need to say we're brainwashed like the Heritage Foundation isn't. It's literally a think tank. So, of course. He says, so of course they have some indoctrination. Well, of course they do. They've indoctrinated all these people. All these kids are children of the Heritage. The Heritage, I've told you this 1,000 times on this show. The Heritage Foundation is the remnants of the Confederacy. All the high-class families from the South, after they got their asses kicked, they formed the Heritage Foundation. And all these people that are in the Heritage Foundation have been brought up in it since they were born. It's generational, you know. These guys, like I said, it's it's the Confederacy and the descendants of the Confederacy. They've been fighting to get revenge ever since, and this is their little revenge. You know. But see, I've been saying for a long time, this is the problem that the Republican Party made when they pitched their tents with Trump is you let all the Nazis and all the real extreme elements of the right into the tent. And they took over the fucking place. And now the regular people are like, hey, wait a minute. It's like when the people brought the hogs and they were like, oh, let's take these hogs to Wyoming and set up a hunting ranch or something. And then like the hogs like got out of control. And they're like, oh no, what have we done? It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. You let the Nazis into the house and the Nazis took over the house. Ellipsis says, so every 80 years, we go through a massive war, World War II, Civil War, Revolution, Cromwell, all the way back to Charlemagne. And every 250, an even bigger one, French Revolution. Our time is up on both. We forced ourselves into the tent. We made our space loud and clear. No, I know. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for years, there was a barrier there for you guys. Like, they didn't want to be seen. They knew that you were voting for them, but they would not publicly acknowledge it, and they would disavow anything that the ultra-right said, right? But the internet pushed that door open a crack, and they started acknowledging more and more things that they used to put in the closet. Like, now you hear, like, this guy like Brandon, the fuck's his name? KKK Clark Kent from fucking Texas. Brandon Gill. He's on the floor of the Congress, basically just spewing Ku Klux Klan propaganda, like right out in the open. What's the whole thing about Western civilization and all that shit? That's all Klan propaganda, literally. I have the book laying right here somewhere. I told you I sent for it. It's like, because I wanted to know like what they really thought, and like that's of course it's poorly misspelled and badly written, but that's like you get the point. Julia says, but I'm saying, Blue Apollo, like that is true that you guys were totally honest about what you were, but I'm saying they opened the door to you guys and let you into the tent. But they didn't realize how aggressive you guys really are. Then you were gonna run right over them. Julia says, too bad so many knuckleheads took Dukes of Hazzard seriously instead of realizing it was making fun of the descendants of the Confederacy. Yeah, exactly. But it's true. And like I said, that's why we're in this position. That they let the extreme elements take over the party. And because of the Republican primary process, you were allowed. I mean, it gave him the power to do it. Because once Trump's endorsement, once they got everybody to the cult and Trump could just endorse anyone, that's why you get the plumber senator and the fuck, whoever's a nut licker, put him in there. Whoever will do what Donald Trump wants him to do. So that's the only qualification now. That's why I think it's funny that people think you really think that these people care about you, and that the government is not. The government has forgotten the regular person in America at this point. And they're just shaving and cutting off everything that's there to help you. And people like Stewart think that it's great. Stewart says, Brandon Gill's a good Christian man and husband. Why attack him? Yes, he's a member of the Christian Ku Klux Klan. He's a hoods-up Klansman. It's like Grand Wizard or whatever they call him. It's like he's charismatic enough. He reminds me of the Michael Rooker character in Mississippi Burning. He's an asshole, bro. He's a racist piece of shit. That's like, I know all about him. He's just your kind of guy. He's one of those guys. The Western civilization is in jeopardy. He posts Nazi propaganda on his page. It's like all white people at a barbecue. Cooking the always delicious white person barbecue with potato salad and hot dogs. You ever notice that? You go to a white barbecue, where they cooking hamburgers and hot dogs, potato salad, maybe baked beans, whatever. You go to a black barbecue, man, they cooking ribs and briskets and greens and all kinds of good shit. White people are boring, bro. You about repeating bullshit from the guy who repeats bullshit constantly all day long. No, I can play you clips of Brandon Gill saying shit that you would hear at a Klan rally right on the floor of the Congress. I mean, you can fucking take your fucking bullshit and stick it up your ass because this guy's a hoods off Klansman. They don't cook the cats and dogs, Stuart. The fact that you even say that, Lennox says, calm down. I'm sorry. I'm animated today. Blue Palace says, the only reason I hopped off the Trump train is because he's doing nothing. The base actually wants, instead, the exact opposite. I want mass deportations, no war, the border wall, his political enemies in jail. You couldn't do any of that at all. You can't even defend them. If you're America first, then you have no place in MAGA. He made that clear when he endorsed Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin. Well, yeah. You guys got took. Why do you think they let you in? They let you into the tent because they know you're easily manipulated. Julia says, I'm all for electees made DSA candidates as possible, as long as they continue to pledge to work for we the people, vow to never take corporate PAC and dark money. You got to get money out of the government. Well, yeah, that's what I think is the most important thing at this point is if Democrats do get power back, we got to rewrite a bunch of laws and make shit illegal. Then they got to get. I've said for a long time on this show, we need to go to publicly financed elections, like they do in a lot of other countries. We got to get the map writing away from the politicians. Like they shouldn't be able to draw their own maps and pick their own voters. That's a problem. And the dark money is a problem. All the PACs and lobbyists, that's a problem. Everybody's bought now. Ellipsis says politicians are the ones sacrificing kids to Baal and voting not to disclose their sexual assault cash they pay out. Politicians are the very worst of this, with few exceptions. I agree with that. And all those people been there for years and years and years and years and years. What the fuck are you talking about, Stuart? Blue Policy said he took money during the first term from the Adelsons. We're so blinded by the new non-PC things he was saying. Right. Meantime, I said these rich people, like I said, it's all a scheme for the rich people to put the boot on you. That's what it said. The immigrants is just a distraction from what they're really doing to you. I agree too, Julie, about the Electoral College, but to get rid of the Electoral College, you got to change the Constitution. And I'm not even going to acknowledge what you just said because, again, you just keep digging the stupid hole deeper. He says manipulation like the trans movement pushed by the leftists, that kind of manipulation. What do you mean? Is somebody trying to manipulate you, Stuart, to get you to cut off your penis? What does that even mean? Ellipsis says you don't think it can happen on the right. What? What can't happen on the right? What do you mean? Please elaborate. I think that anything can. I think that extremism is bad, whether it's left or right. That's why I said before. Like, I'm down with the DSA, 3/4 of the platform, but the other shit, is like he says manipulation. Well, yeah, the whole right is manipulation. That's what I'm saying. They had to build a whole fucking industry in their own media sphere to manipulate and brainwash people to not believe facts. It's like, you think when Kellyanne Conway invented the phrase alternative facts, that was the first time that came up? Like, no, that's when they had perfected it enough that they felt comfortable enough to actually call it something. And so here's the facts. She goes, oh no, we have alternative facts. Yes, exactly. Which means bullshit. Cat Moment says majority are manipulated. Yes, I agree. 100%. That's why I say here. I always say that when you watch this show. It's like, I'm not trying to tell you how to think. We're trying to have a discussion here. I try to listen to what people are saying and I respond, but I'm not saying that I have all the fucking answers and that you should follow me because I'm. I say follow me if you want to watch a show. When we talk about stuff, you want to think about stuff. You know, it's like I'm not telling you how to think. I'm telling you this is where I'm coming from. And I mean, unless you're spewing straight bullshit like Stewart is most of the time. It's like, Cat Moment says, do you know of Wally George? No, please enlighten me. Blue Apollo says, do I subscribe to the idea that the left and the right is only to divide us because it's obvious we have fundamental differences, so are neither of us valid? I believe that the truth is in the middle most of the time. I've said it a bunch of times. Because you only have these frames. That's what I was saying before. I tried to say it. The easiest metaphor I've ever been able to come up with is this, right? You're driving in the car, in the back seat of the car, right? And the guy's driving, and he crashes the car on the right-hand side of the road, and then they get into an argument, and the other guy says, you can't fucking drive, let me fucking drive the car. All right, then. And so he starts driving the car, and then he crashes the car on the left-hand side of the road, right? And now you're sitting there arguing about which guy crashes the car better. When you're like, really? Why don't you just keep the car on the fucking road and we won't have this problem? It's like... I said, America's always worked best when the left and the right people were able to go into a room, hash out their differences, agree to some things, and agree to other things that they might not have agreed to, and everybody gets something. So he says this guy is like Rush Winbag, but in the 70s. He's like Victor Davis Hanson. I like to call the Crypt Keeper. That guy keeps popping up on my feed too. And then he calls himself a historian. So I emailed Daniele Bolelli, my friend who's a history professor and the host of the History on Fire podcast. And I was like, hey man, you ever heard of this guy Victor David Hanson? He's like, nope. Ellipsis says that proffer that the past 80 years, there was no such thing as left or right. There were edge issues. Gays, guns, trans, while everyone is focused on those, real policy like economics never changed. That's what I mean. They want the system to stay the same, right? Or as a matter of fact, they want to deregulate it even further. Well, how they do that? Well, they get you all focused on this other shit, and while you're looking over there in the back room, that's what they're doing. And the only difference between Trump and politicians in the past is that Trump just does his shit right out in the open. He doesn't give a fuck because he has never had to face any consequences for anything in his life, and he's probably never going to. Trump has done more things that make Watergate look like a fucking joke now. And it doesn't matter. Right? Todd Blanche has been admonished by courts more than once for bringing false cases against people. They have shit thrown out and said they lied to grand juries, they fabricated evidence, all kinds of shit. He's supposed to release the Epstein files, didn't, covered it all up. He gave Ghislaine Maxwell that sweet deal where he just talked to her once and then sent her to a puppy dog prison. And no one gives a shit. And he's going to be confirmed as the Attorney General of the United States. That tells you that this country is fully off the rails. No rules apply anymore. Same as this guy said, I said in Ohio, Max Miller beat up his wife and his daughter. And his wife is the daughter of Senator Bernie Moreno from Ohio. But he wouldn't even acknowledge this for over a week because they still want to run this guy to seat because they don't want to lose a seat. That tells you that these people care more about mega and the power and the agenda than they do their own families. It's a cult. And then he came out with the statement, "Oh, this is wrong. He shouldn't be right. He should be serving in the Congress." And I was like, it took him a week, and he was shamed into doing it. It makes the whole thing. Julia says, "This is the bar reviewing whether or not to suspend Blanche's law credentials." Yes, but that's what I'm saying. All that is happening, and he's still going to probably get confirmed to be the Attorney General of the United States, which tells you, like I said, that this country is fully off the rails, and anyone that tells you that it's not a corrupt piece of shit, just like any other shithole country in this world. The government is making false felony cases against citizens. That right there should be enough for the impeachment and removal of everyone in the Justice Department and the President of the United States, if you ask me. Ellipsis says, Blanche already said publicly he wasn't going to prosecute anyone. Can you hear the people sing-alongs of all angry men? Yes, exactly. Stuart, right, Bruce? Trump does things right out in the open. Like using I support illegals. Obama deported 3 million. We never heard a peep. Yeah, he wasn't shooting people in the face. Your hypocrisy is ridiculous. No, he did it the right way. He went after criminals. He used warrants, and they didn't make a big spectacle out of it because what you're watching is a reality television show, and you're eating it up. You got a big heart on, and you're like, yeah, and you're like telling me I don't worship Trump. It's like, yes, you do. You're so brainwashed you don't even realize that you're in a cult, bro. That's what being in a cult is. It's like. They didn't murder people in the street. There's all kinds of regular citizens, real citizens, getting kicked up. The other day, they grabbed the indigenous woman, a Native American. Now, you tell me, how did Obama deport all those people and still give them due process? Ellipsis says, my team versus your team. No, it's beyond that now. Like I said a million times, the problem is there's only 2 teams. You're either with the fascists or... That's what happens when you eliminate the middle. You have 2 teams, and the 2 teams are going to get more and more extreme. That's why these Democratic socialists are popping up. Like, all you do is pushing people more to the left. You're pushing people who lean left more to the left. You're pushing people who lean right more to the right. And that's why the regular right people are like, well, I guess I got to accept these Nazis because we need them or because we're going to get run over by them, and that's how it happens. That's how it happens. Ellipsis says, and all the assholes above teams work us like marionettes. Yes. Yes. What the fuck are you talking about, Stuart? See, this is what I mean. I guess you've had your 6 shots of tequila now. You're just saying this ridiculous shit. If it's so black and white, why didn't they have an investigation and then tell you what happened? Why they bury what happened about all these people? See, that's what I mean. You're so brainwashed. You don't think enough. You don't step back and say, well, why aren't they telling me the truth? Like, why are they hiding shit? You don't even ask yourself that. Why? Because you're in a cult. It's like maybe you just can't see past it. Donald Trump's dick in your mouth. It's like the guy is a piece of shit. He's an idiot. And he's all the things that I've ever said about him are true. Because I told you, I only tell the truth on this show, well, from my perspective. But I'm saying the real events in real life prove out what I'm saying. Like, there ain't going to be no fucking deal again. You're running out of weapons to protect, This is when it's going to start getting real. Blue Apollo says George Floyd dies, my city burns down, Charlie Kirk and Trump get shot, none happens that they can speak for itself. The fundamental difference. Yeah, the fundamental difference is they've been oppressed for hundreds of years, bro. And you're not oppressed. That's the fundamental difference. And the difference that you will never acknowledge. Because somehow you bought into this argument that you're the oppressed one. You're not fucking oppressed, bro. That happened in my city too. Like I said, black people have been oppressed for hundreds of years. Like I said, white people are not oppressed. And besides, have you ever heard the song White Riot? I'm not saying it justifies it. You're asking why shit happens. And I'm telling you why it happens. I'm not saying it's good or bad. There's that song White Riot by The Clash. If you never heard it, go listen to it now. He says it right. He says it, read the lyrics. He said, white people don't want to go to jail. Stewart says, I voted for Trump too, dude. He lied to me. He said, no new wars. I'm an 11-year veteran. I saw the suicides. Trump was a mistake. Stop making excuses for him. Yes, exactly. I did not, like I said it again, I never said it justifies. Stewart says, I play a doctor on YouTube, Bruce. I'm prescribing you a prescription of 2 testicles. I said, just motherfucker, I'm one of the ballsiest people you'll ever meet. I've done exactly everything I've ever wanted to do in my fucking life. I've never let anybody stop me from doing a goddamn thing. And I said, I've gotten up on stage in front of thousands of people and I say whatever the fuck I want. And I said, dude, you can think whatever you want. And I said, I don't give a shit. My life and my history speak for itself. No, Blue Apollo, I think you know that I always say, Catwood, are they free? But you're full of shit. Catwood says Trump heroically bypassed Congress and delivered freedom to Iran. It's not right that they were taking out more protesters than ICE. Yes, exactly. It's like, that's really what he's mad about. Why can't I just mow them down like that? And I don't know if you know this, Cap, but they're not free. That's the other part. It's like they didn't get one thing they were trying to get. Not one. They're like, we've accomplished every objective. What's that? It says freedom to Iran. Read up on Iranian history throughout the 20th century. Yes, no, I have. That's the thing. It's like I said, I don't call myself a historian, but I know a lot about history. Blue Power says his protest numbers are skewed. Notice how it went from 40 to 50. Yeah, no, then it was 30. Nobody knows. It was 20. It was like, maybe they killed 19,000 people. I don't know. It's like, they're just throwing numbers around. No one really knows what happened. I mean, maybe somebody somewhere does, but I'm saying, like, out in the open. Out of just the zeitgeist. The number was going up and down all over the fucking place. And like I said, when you listen to Trump still trying to tell you that box cutter people fucking cut up the pool, that's all you got to know. Is that you can't trust a goddamn thing that comes out of this guy's mouth at this point. He's living in an alternate reality. I don't know if you saw this. Oh, here's something. The Trump administration has some serious explaining to do because there's a ton of money missing and zero explanation for where it went. It has collected an estimated $13 billion from Venezuelan oil sales. Take a wild guess on how much of that is currently accounted for. The answer is $300 million. That's roughly 2.3%. And even that information came from the Venezuelan government, not the Trump administration. So where's the rest of the money? Stewart says, see you later, Bruce. I'm going to eat ribs, baked potatoes, and buttered corn. That sounds delicious. Have a good day. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Have a good day. Enjoy it. I hope that you're having dinner with your family. And you don't drink too many shots around your children. I'm just kidding. That sounds delicious, I said. Yes, thanks for tuning in as usual. And I said, I know it's a show, bro. Let's say. Like I said, I'm sure we could sit and have a beer. It would be great. Listen to this. Here's Trump. I told you about the polls. He's at 34, 33, and 32%. The lowest since. Only Nixon's been lower. But Trump goes on True Sisters. My real poll numbers, not those made up by the fake news media, are the best they've ever been. And why wouldn't they be? With the biggest tax cuts and employment numbers ever, biggest outside investment in America in world history, a totally secure border, a giant victory in Venezuela, the denuclearization of Iran. Oh, did that happen? Unparalleled respect and success throughout the world, and much more. Don't believe the radical left's fake poll numbers. They're crooked and corrupt, just like the country-destroying Democrats are crooked and corrupt. Vote Republican for greatness in America. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So I said he's going down. He's going down with this. He's going to lie, and he's getting worse and worse. The lies just get bigger and bigger. Blue Apollo says, it's funny when he says fake news, like all the news stations haven't been glazing in this whole presidency. You know, exactly. That's what I mean. They go light on him and he still fucking bitches. Wait, what is this? Cap says, Trump didn't terminate the Constitution and patriotically unite the separation of powers just so some entitled people could feel like they have some free right to express criticism of him. I can't tell if you're being serious or if this is sarcasm to the highest degrees. Because Cap, if this is sarcasm, it's awesome. Yes, Julia, that's what I said at the beginning of the show. He sued Capital One. And in discovery, they put out that they closed his accounts due to suspicious money laundering activity while he was president of the United States. And they were sitting on that. And they weren't going to. He says, guys, Soros and Snowball are sabotaging the reflecting pool. We already have the blue dyes. We just need to add horse dewormer to cure all the algae. Bleach. You inject it with some bleach. Ellipsis says, will they impeach or push her 25th? JD is more anti-war, but the left might want to let Trump flame out for the rest of his term, keep everything. Democrat for the next 20 years, play this right. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is even at this point, you can see that nobody's going to save us. They're going to... Cass says, I couldn't possibly be sarcastic. I'm a Christian. No, but Ellipsis, I've been saying that on this show for a while. Is that they obviously they're not. Nobody's gonna save us. This doddering old man is driving the car toward a cliff, and no one seems to care. As a matter of fact, they want to elect more nutlickers who will rubber stamp more shit that he's going to do, even though it's all been terrible. I haven't said this for a while, but again, if you just stumbled upon this show today, I should say this several times during the show, but I don't. I don't know why. But if you just stumbled upon the show today, please like the channel, subscribe to the show. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. Blue Apollo says they're for sure going to impeach him to show the base of his corruption. I think once Mega sees how corrupt this administration is, there's going to be no saving Mega. That can make room for a competitive cycle. Hoping for a dark horse Republican, but I think the Democrats will have some strong people too. Yeah, but who? Blue Apollo. Okay, didn't you see Tucker Carlson and Marge Greed? They already started their own thing. Like it's already started the scramble of who's going to try to take over the Mega, the remains of Mega, because it's going to implode. Blue Apollo says, I'm voting for Gavin Newsom if they run J.D. Rubio. Oh, I think Gavin Newsom might have some trouble with Pritzker and Josh Shapiro. I don't think Gavin Newsom just going to walk into a nomination. Plus, Newsom is like Hillary Clinton. He's got a lot of built-in hate. They got to try to find somebody who's not so, like I said, Newsom's been played it wrong, because I said he's been playing like a guy who wants to be the president since he was the mayor of San Francisco. He says, Cap says, Trump's going to liberate us from the pesky burden of elections and voting. Cap says, he's going to patriotically serve a third and fourth term before gracefully passing the presidency on to an appointee. It's what the founding fathers would have wanted. Mamdani can't be the president, Ellipsis. He can never be president. He wasn't born in the United States. He says, who are the rock stars from the Dems, though? Mamdani's good, but he's too young. Anyone else is just putting establishment Dems back in. They'll fuck up as always. Then you lose. I don't think that Pritzker is... there's some of these guys, like Pritzker's kind of a real progressive. He's just not a... Cap says, seriously, we should all force Jon Stewart to run. I agree with that. I think that Jon Stewart would, Blue Apollo says controlled opposition. I'm voting for Kanye 28. Like Trump wasn't crazy enough. we need someone crazier. No, I think it's going to be, like I said, well, what's his name? Kamala's not going away. She started popping her head back up, so she's going to try to run again. And then you got Josh Shapiro, you got J.B. Pritzker, you got Gavin Newsom, you got Mark Kelly. Now, see, I think Mark Kelly would be a good candidate because he's not a guy who ever wanted to be a politician. He only became a politician because his wife got shot. You know that, right? He took over for his wife. So he's like a reluctant politician. Yes, Ellipsis. Vermin Supreme. Ellipsis. Yes. Yeah. No, Ellipsis. Mamdani wasn't born in the United States. So he can never. I already said that before. It's like the most he could do is become a prisoner. No, Josh Shapiro is the governor of Pennsylvania. He's the guy that they asked him to be the vice presidential candidate for Kamala, and he said no. You're not. I don't know what you think about redhead. I'm trying to think. Who's a redhead, Julia? It's not Josh Shapiro. Josh Shapiro got his house got burned down by that crazy dude. Like I said, they asked him to be the vice president for Kamala Harris, and he said no because he knew that being a vice presidential candidate is a nowhere gig, and he's looking to become president. Julia says Josh Shapiro and J.B. Pritzker won't be president. They're both Jewish. Besides, J.B. is my governor. I want to keep him. No, I think that a Jewish guy who stands up to Israel could get elected, I think. That's what I mean. I think we're gonna. We had the first black president. I think we could have the first Jewish president. I believe that because both of those guys fucking got charisma out the ass and they know what they're doing. And they're real progressives with real progressive credentials. So they could get the left. Yes, that's what I said. That's the only problem with Shapiro. He's very pro-Israel. But J.B. Pritzker, not so much. I actually like Pritzker, but she said she didn't want to keep the governor. Blue Paul says, my bad. I was thinking of Brian Shapiro. He's the worst representative on the left. Yeah, right. He's so bad, I don't even know who he is. I don't pay no attention to him. People like that, I don't pay attention to. I only pay attention to people that I think that they're going somewhere or they're saying something that's just these crazy people are like even AOC. If you've noticed, AOC has modernized a lot of positions that she had from when she first got elected. It's because once you get in there, you realize these crazy far off left fucking shit. I mean, you're not going to get it. So you can either try to work to get more people elected who will vote for that kind of shit if you want to get it done, or you got to realize that that's a pipe dream. You're not going to get it done, and work on the issues that you think you can always do. Julia says that's possible. Bruce says, a Jew myself, I'd vote for JB. Well, like I said, I think if a Jewish president would actually stand up to the Israeli government, then they could get elected. I agree with Ellipsis, though. I don't think that a pro-Israeli Jewish guy is going to get elected because the left won't vote for him. Those people are the ones that caused Kamala Harris. The fucking Gaza people. If she would have only said, I'm going to do something about Gaza, she would have probably won the presidency. That's probably the one issue that cost her, because the votes were close. People who didn't vote for her were those fucking real pro-Gaza people who were like, I'm not going to vote for this genocide. I have some of them are on my Facebook page. They're like, I'm not going to vote for more of this. So they just didn't vote at all. They weren't going to vote for Trump, but they wouldn't vote for her either. It was like a protest, But I said, all she had to do was say, I don't agree with what we did with policy, and we're going to change the policy. Blue Pile says, are you ethnically Jewish and or practicing? I still haven't done my 23andMe, but I'm 90% sure I'm like 12% Jew. Is that enough? Right, Blue Pile, right to APAC. Hey, I just found out I'm 12% Jew. Can I get some of that cash? Is 12% enough to move to Israel? I'm not sure. I don't know. Julia says, I won't vote for any pro-Israel candidate. I'm pretty sure, Blue Pile, that she's ethnically Jewish. I don't think that she practices Judaism. Cap says, affordability didn't even exist until Biden's woke scientists started claiming it does. Trump only just invented groceries. Julia says, Blue Pile, I'm ethnically Jewish. I don't practice Judaism. Right. The sad thing is that wouldn't matter. Lipson says, like Harrison Ford. But I'm saying, see, that doesn't matter to the bigots. That's what I mean. That's why I said before about if the world ever did break down into race fucking wars or whatever, like you need a tattoo or something that you can brandish to people who aren't your people to prove that you're cool. It's like, I'm one of the cool ones. Because I don't want to spend the apocalypse hanging out with the Klan. I don't want to. It's not happening. So you need a mark, so when the black people or the Mexicans come after you, be like, look, I'm good. Because like I said, when the Jew haters come over the hill, they don't care that you don't practice Judaism. to them, you're just a Jew because of your ethnicity. It doesn't matter. Like just like in Nazi Germany, they had books and like you had to prove what percentage and whatever. If you had a grandparent who was a Jewish, you're contaminated. It's like, why don't you practice it? Or like me, it's like I just look like one. I'm not. That's just dragging me off. It's like, no, I swear. Ellipsis. No, I said the same thing, bro. That's why I said I got enough shit. I could throw in a bag and I could head off into the woods. I'm gonna hang around by myself because I don't want to fuck. I don't want to be involved in any of it. He says if there's a race war, I'm going to the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, minding my own goddamn business. Yes, exactly. Or even cross into Canada and get the fuck out. Blue Apollo says, well, it's getting confusing when you see people like Ellison, who bought the TikTok and Paramount. They aren't practicing, but they have a great affinity towards Israel that they will never have for America. Right, like Bill Maher. Same shit. I'm not even sure. Maybe Bill Maher might even practice. I don't know. But he's very like, I'm Jewish and Israel. Julia says, trust me, I'm very nervous around KKK, white supremacist, racists. I wear a Star of David pendant, but tuck it away if I see those people. It's also why I conceal carry. Yeah. Right? Blue apostles, even if they are an American citizen. Well, that's what I mean is they're blending together this extreme Christianity and the Zionism and shit, you know. Because they all had the same doomsday beliefs. You know, that if they just make that temple bow, they'll come back. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, this has been great. You kept me here a half hour longer than I normally stay because it's been fun. And again, I thank all my regular people that hang out here. And if you're just new to the show, you stumbled upon it today, please like the channel, subscribe to the show. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. You want to send me a private messages, Bruce Leonard Leans Left at Outlook.com. I have a Patreon. I don't ask for money, like I said. If you want to sponsor this show, I will take it. It's at Bruce Leonard Comedy. That's any contributions are respected. That's but I will not beg you for money. It's not a requisite. You don't have to pay to watch this show. It's free. But if you do want to help, you can't help. I'm just a guy who takes care of his mom. Blue Apollo says, like Rosenbar about a year ago, went on a rant saying Christians and Westerners are going to be begging the Jews. You never catch me saying something that crazy. Yeah, exactly. Well, she's a fucking lunatic anyway. No, don't worry. That was the Ambien talking. She's not a real racist. Anyway. Again, please like the channel, subscribe to the show. If you like this show, tell your friends, share it on your social media. I'll be back Wednesday, 6 p.m. Till then, please go out tonight, enjoy yourself. Tell someone you love them. Thank you. Ellipsis, thanks for hanging out. Good night.
Hey, everybody.
If there was something new to see, I guarantee I'd be the first to be standing there bathed in that light. Until that day I'll keep my eyes shut tight. I do not want to pick a fight. I feel more at night.